My name's Trisha Bates of Urban American Farmer, and I'm here today to speak on a panel and get to know the farm better. So I grew up on a farm. My parents didn't farm, but my grandparents did. I went away from that for a long time, and then when I came back, I did it very differently than I had grown up with. So my grandparents grew corn and soybeans. I am very much into no-till, low-till, no chemicals, organic plus practices, and small-scale agriculture. So first I started by going to the farmers market and asking the farmers if I could come out and visit them and work with them. And the more I did that and learned from all of the different small-scale farmers in my community, the more I realized, okay, I think I figured out, I've learned enough, I can do this. And that's when I found a house for rent that had some land. And I just started by tilling up my yard and started going. I just went for it. And you can grow food in very small spaces. You can grow food in containers. You can grow it in the city. You don't have to even have a farm plot. So I would say the best thing that you can do if you're interested in farming is get to know the farmers around you and where your food comes from, and it kind of snowballs from there. I grow food and sell that to restaurants, but I also do a lot of work in developing the community around the local food system. So I spend a lot of time with our local farmers in Central Texas, understanding their unique challenges, understanding what kind of crops they're growing. I also spend a lot of time with the hospitality community, eating at restaurants, talking to chefs, getting to know their menus. And then I do a lot of matchmaking between the two. So when I go to a restaurant and I see that, they have ordered an ingredient from Cisco or a big box store, I will make a recommendation that, hey, right now there's local tomatoes that can be sourced from our farmers. I have the unique experience. Not a lot of people in my generation grew up with the way food tasted before we sort of broke our food systems. But I did. I had, real apples that tasted complex and, had tannins and were tart and sweet. And, now a lot of our food is monocropped, and varietals are developed for traveling long distances and sitting on shelves and storage. And it's no longer about that delicious flavor and that, full-bodied experience. And that food does still exist. It's much harder to find, but to me, that's the real goal of eating, is you want to have the most delicious, nutrient-dense food that you can find. All food is real food, and we have processed food, which is not real food, in my opinion. And so if you have an apple that's been produced and it's a, average variety and stores well, it's still good. Eat the apple, right? But that experience is so different. It's really mind-blowing when you have that tomato that's grown in the soil, by your neighbor. For me, that's what I'm after. That inspires my work, is in search and pursuit of what food should really taste like.